Well, hello, fellow YouTubers. This is your High Priestess Lady Lisa out of Philadelphia. It is Friday evening, and here in Philadelphia, we're going into the nighttime as we have way past succumbed daylight savings time. So I kind of don't like that. I like the dark. I like the energy of the moon. I just like the nighttime. Anyway, if I sound a little soft spoken and a little at ease, that's because I did have a near death experience this past Sunday. This Sunday, the full moon, April 29th, will be a week that I had that. And I've had one around this time last year, May 12th, when I had an operation, but it wasn't quite as beautiful or as extraordinary as this one. And I gained a lot of insight from that experience. I seen a lot of things that I have never seen before. Um, I seen a lot of my spirit guides there with me. I've seen a lot of, how can I say, a lot of stuck energy, meaning people who have passed away in that grim, opened welcome into this 24-hour, 7-day-a-week operating hospital, quote unquote, morgue, stuck energy. And that will be for a later YouTube, because some people may not believe in that people can, once they pass or supposed to pass to the other realm, can be stuck in the physical form. Okay, and it is very possible. I've seen it firsthand, as well as my spirit guides, as well as a little bit of everything, including my own passing. When I left my body, and I seen that. So that will be for another YouTube video, but I just wanted to let you know if I'm a little lagging or a little seem a little off kilter, that's because I'm still recuperating. However, I do have a reading to do tonight, and life still goes on. I just now have to learn to not push my body so hard, and when it comes to rest, then it comes to rest. And everybody is going to have to wait, and if they can't wait, well, then there's other psychics and mediums and people in this world that can do things that I could do as well. And I come first, because if I'm not healthy, how can I help you? So, per request, I'm going to do a little bit of two things really quick. Try not to draw this video out very quick. So, in my home, being a high priestess, a natural born white witch, many generations back, still have family in my family that are actively practicing, daughter, granddaughter, so forth, and a master spellcaster. Even if I wasn't, you still always want to have protection in your home, okay? Because there's just evil spirits everywhere. Everywhere. You can bring them home from just going somewhere on vacation. They can follow you home, and all kinds of chaos can start in your home. So what I am is a stickler when it comes to protection in my home. And one of my favorite candles to work with is the double reverse candle. And my favorite one to work with is the green on the top and the black on the bottom. And with this candle, as you can see, the wick is almost perfect, but not completely perfect. So it's not going to mean too much to me, because I really know how to read candles, especially when the wicks are a little off-centered or completely off-centered, and I also know how to fix the wicks if it means that much to me. But really, just because this is a protection candle, I'm not going to be so in a hurry to fix this wick because it's really not that off-centered. So with this candle, as you can see, is this is where I would put my name and anybody else that I would want to protect in my family or my home. And this is the part where it will bring me all kinds of good fortune and good luck and everything that's wonderful. And then at the bottom, I would put my alleged attacker's name if I knew who that alleged attacker was specifically, or I usually just put all attackers or all enemies, just to be safe of everything. Not that I fear anybody, but it's always a great thing to have in your home. As soon as one is done being burnt, I relight it immediately. Now, the kicker is people have asked me to explain how to dress a reverse candle because they get confused. Well, you know, when you want it to go away, you counterclockwise your holes in the candle. And when you want it to come, you clockwise your holes in the candle. The same way when you want to dress the outside of your candle, which if I'm going to write on a candle, I will not dress the outside of the candle because it will smear what I wrote. But I will definitely do the inside of the candle. With this being a double reverse candle, there's no wrong way or right way of poking your holes in the top of the candle because the candle knows exactly what to do. So what I always do with the candle is I work with threes. So, you know, I'm going to take my sage, I'm going to sage my area, I'm going to sage my candle, get rid of any negative energy that was already, you know, clinging to the candle. I will take my Aetham or whatever device that you're using to plunge down deep into the holes. And I work with threes, so I will do clockwise. I will make 3 holes clockwise, and I will make them as far down and as deep down as I can possible. And then I will use reverse oil. You don't have to put anything else in this candle. No money attracting oil, no protection herbs, no doom oil, no against enemies oil, nothing. Because the reverse oil, which I do have previous to making my own, which I do make my own now, which saves me tons of money, it knows exactly what to do. That's why it has the black and the red. Okay, because there's some candles that come black and red, and the red will send it back and the black will clear you of it. This candle, the green clears you of it and the black will send it back. It all depends on the candle that you're getting. However, the reverse oil knows exactly what it's doing. So all you have to do is put a few drops. You don't want to put too much oil ever in a candle because it will affect the wick, and the wick can go out, and then the candle is destroyed, and you might have to, well, you will have to do it again if you drown the candle in oil. So I suggest that you get a dropper. I have droppers as well when I'm using a lot of different oils in a candle. When I really want the candle to go boom, like Sunday night will be a full moon. I work with the moon energy. I will be casting on Sunday on the full moon and be doing lots of spells for people. So there will be tons of oils, different oils going in different candles as well with herbs. So all you need to do is take the reverse oil, however you get it, wherever you get it, whether you get it made by a witch like myself, a high priestess, through a ritual, or you buy it from somebody. The only thing about buying oils from somebody is you have to really make sure that they are oils that are for that particular spell, because anybody can make an oil and send it to you and say, hey, this is a reverse oil, this is a protection oil, this is this, and this is that. So you really have to go with a witch or whoever you may call it, and be very trustful in how they do their things and how they make their things. And then you're just going to go to your holes that you made, and you're going to put a little bit of oil in each hole. And you have already written on your candle what you need to be written, and then you just light the flame and you put it somewhere sacred for it to burn. and keep all the negativity away. Anything that may be coming your way. And you will know at the top of your candle if you're psychic, you're going to know that an attack's ready to come on, whether it will be successful or not. But anytime that you do one of these candles, if you have black resistance or residue at the top, that means that you were ready to get attacked or you were getting attacked. But the candle stopped it, and you will know that by the way the candle burns. That's why you have to be very on point on how you read your candles, especially for yourself and for clients, because you never want to give out the wrong interpretation, especially with a hexing or unhexing candle, and give them a reading of their candle and say, hey, you're unhexed, and really they're not unhexed. And then they're wondering why things are just not right. So that's all you basically have to do. And again, another thing is make sure at the bottom of your candle, you're going to make a circle. You're either going to use regular salt that you buy from your market. Make sure you sage it. Sea salt, black salt, or preferably my favorite, graveyard salt. Graveyard dirt. If you do get graveyard dirt, please retrieve it properly, as I have made a video on that, whether you do believe in it or you don't. If you don't, that's fine. If you go into the graveyard and you dig up the dirt and you don't properly dig it up properly, well, then there will be repercussions to be made, because that's sacred and holy. And the reason why you do that is you make the circle and then you put the candle in the circle and you let it burn. And that protects you, that protects your home, and that protects any spirits that are coming to try to destroy the candle and yourself. Because we all have protectors in life, whether you believe or not. We all have spirit guides, we all have angels, we all have protectors of every kind, whether we're evil or good. That's a known fact. So always make sure you do that, okay? It's very imperative when you're doing spell casting, even when you're just not even a spellcaster, you just want some protection in your home. These are not harmful to buy. Just because you walk into a metaphysical store, an occult store, a witch store, whatever you want to call it, and you buy one of these. These are not harmful in any way. They're just the ultimate protection candle that you can get. Ultimate protection. The second thing I was asked to do on the YouTube video is to talk about spirit guides real quick. Now, getting in tune with your spirit guides are always not as easy as you may think they are. But once you do, it is really quite simple, and it's not as intriguing as it was when you first were coming into contact with your spirit guides. It's kind of like, okay, you're there. I know you're there. Okay, and let's move forth. So, the best way that I can describe it for you, and again, you do not have to agree with me in any way, shape, or form. Any negative comments left below will be reported. If you didn't like the video or you disagreed, you don't have to give a thumbs down, nor do you have to give a thumbs up either. The best way that I can describe to you with getting in tune with your spirit guides is to meditate. Meditation. When you're just kind of like relaxing and you hear like a song in your head, or you'll hear voices in your head, or you'll hear stuff like that. A lot of times that could be your spirit guides trying to communicate. They will communicate through numbers like 1111 and 555 and 777 and different numbers like that. They will be very like insistent on catching your attention. Our spirit guides come in many different forms. They come in animal spirit guides. They come in spirit guides. They come in so many forms. They're just pushing us in the right direction. They're trying to get our attention. They're there for us. They're always trying to talk to us. They're always trying to communicate to us. They're always trying to give us their attention. And they do it in many ways, shape, or forms. But the only way that I know how to get in contact with your spirit guide is through meditation. To sincerely meditate and focus only on your spirit guides. Now, I call my one spirit guide that I go to the most Esther and Witchy Poo. Now, I know I have many animal spirit guides because animals are just attracted to me. No matter where I go, every animal is just attracted to me. They go crazy when I go around them, especially cats. So I know cats are one of my spirit guides. I know that for a fact. And I'm fascinated with dolphins and other things like that. So I know they're my spirit guides as well. As far as, spirit guides, they don't necessarily have to be people who were here in the physical form before they passed over to the other realm. But they can be as well. Okay, but that would be up to you when you meditate and you get in contact with them and you're able to speak to them and talk to them and do things with them. Then you will know further and forth if indeed that is a person who passed to the other realm or it is just a spirit guide. You have to learn the difference. It's kind of complicated for me to explain to you, and maybe at a later date I can explain it better, being that I just recently had a near-death experience not even a week ago, and I'm trying to come back to it, which I am. Thank you, Mother Universe, Samo to be. I'm just trying to give you an example of how I did it. I so desperately wanted to get in contact with my spirit guides so badly, and I had no help at that moment when I wanted to do it. So I just sat down and I meditated, and there they came. They came flowing like in abundance, and now it's just like, not that I take them for granted. No, that's not it whatsoever. It's just, it's so easy for me now that it's just not, it's not that it's not fascinating. It's just, I've learned how to master it. So it's not something that I can't find the word for it, but I think you guys know what I'm trying to say. I'm not like, whoo, I met my spirit guide for the first time, because I've been doing it for so long. So all I can do for you guys is suggest that you really get into a deep meditation. Call upon your spirit guides, your animal spirit guides, your spirit guides in general, and name them. Name them, because it's always good to name anything, your pendulum, anything that you feel close to. Your fairies that you work with, if you work with fairies, which I work with fairies. It's always good to name something. So if you do come in contact with your spirit guides, you can name them. If you're not comfortable with naming them, you don't have to name them. Again, I have Esther and I have Witchy Poo that I communicate with most. And, I have many, many, many animal spirit guides that lead me along the way. So that is just a great blessing to be able to do all that. So with that being said, this is going to be, I think, one of the shortest videos that I have ever done. I don't think I had any more requests besides the spirit guides and how to dress the reverse candle. But again, just be careful here out in the magic world as you are coming into this beautiful world of magic, how you may be a newbie, or you may been in the magic world for a long time. You just didn't know what direction to take in this world. There are lots of people out here that are scammers that will make you any type of oil and just label it, and you won't know any better. You know what I'm saying? So you have to use your discernment. You have to use your abilities. You have to use what feels right with you and go with somebody that you feel confident with when they're making your stuff, whether they're doing your spells, whether they're reading your candles for you, whether they're teaching you how to do something properly, and when it comes to oils as well. And actually, they're very easy to make, like so easy to make. So before this jumps into 20 minutes, I am going to log off of here, and I am going to prepare for my reading. as I am anxious to do the reading, but I am anxious to get it over with as well so that I can go rest and say that this poor person has been waiting a whole week, and yeah, almost a whole entire week, because he was supposed to get his reading the night that I got sick. So I just kind of want to get it over for him, answer his questions, and give him a peace of mind. And then I'm going to relax and probably take tomorrow completely off, being that I will be spellcasting on Sunday, and that will drain me to the core as well. So again, if you like the video, you can always subscribe, hit the bell button for alerts when I do come on. You can always leave comments below on a next teaching if there wasn't anything in the video that I didn't clarify or something didn't resonate with you. You don't have to leave any comments. You do not have to give a thumbs down because you didn't like the video, and you don't have to give a thumbs up because you didn't like the video either. I'll know how many viewers I got, and that's all that I need to know. And with that being said, again, any negative comments will be reported because I do not tolerate negativity in my life. We're not all in this world to agree with one another. That does not mean we have to be evil or just downright ugly with one another because we don't agree with one another. Okay, that's what makes us special. That's what makes us unique, because we all have a certain belief system and we all have a certain type of teaching that we're comfortable with. And with that being said, that doesn't make us any wrong than the other person or any more right than the other person. It just makes us a special individual. So with that being said, I hope you got some kind of input or clarification out of this video. And always remember, keep that reverse candle in your home burning at all times, even if you're not in the magic world, just for safety of your home and your protection. Because you can go, like I said, to any hotel on vacation and you can bring something home with you. And also remember too, before I click off, you may not like cats. You may be allergic to cats. And if that's so, I completely understand. But if you're not, keep cats around your home. It is an absolute fact that cats will keep away negativity and any unwanted spirits that do not belong in your home. Also, if you take a broom and you hang it upside down, it will send out any type of spirit that does not belong in your home, or any unwanted guest. Meaning, if you have somebody living with you that you don't want living with you, if you turn that broom upside down and hang it on the wall, eventually it will push that unwanted guest and that unwanted spirit out of your home. So with that being said, from your High Priestess, Lady Lisa, much love, much blessings, angels, and protection, and love and light. And until the next video, I would appreciate many prayers if you can send my way, as I am recuperating and healing, but not down for the count yet. Let me shut this off. Just give me 1 second. Got my magic lamp on so you guys can see me. I love you guys all. You are the best. Without you, without Mother Universe first and foremost, and without you guys, I am nothing. Always remember that. You are my motivation. I love you guys. Peace out.